Pisces, darling, someone's spirit guide came in when I was shuffling y'all's tarot cards, and they made this very distinctly clear. This message of where someone is ignoring the sign or the blessing that their spiritual team, God, the universe, what you believe in and what you align with is none of my business, Pisces. Regardless of the case, is that you are so deep into this hermiting state currently, Pisces, because perhaps you've been just turned off from people. You are so laser focused, perhaps, Pisces, on a specific thing that you just don't see the outside noise because that's how it's like life has like best served you currently. Or maybe this is just at a point in time in your life, Cancer or Pisces. I apologize. You're at a point in time, Pisces, of where it's just grind time for you, where you just don't, you've given enough time and energy to outside noise. And so there's this frustration from your spiritual team, Pisces, where they're just like, hey, like, you're doing fabulous work, Pisces. Continue what it is that you're doing, because I have your tarot cards, your Celtic cross laid out here, Pisces, and like what you guys are creating, you may not see the harvest or the fruits of your labor just quite yet, but you're about to be having a huge wave of blessings, a huge wave of new energy coming into your life. But where your spiritual team is coming into play here is that they're trying to bring forth a person as well for you. Now, when you hear this, Pisces, I know for some of you guys, you want to make this about love. And for others of you, Pisces, you're seeing this, you're just like, oh, not another love reading, Velka. Please don't do it to me, darling. I'm not, all right? I'm not like other tarot readers, honey. No shade, but a little bit. This Knight of Pentacles can represent, especially because it's in that pentacle sense, somebody who could help with your finances in some way. So maybe it's just like a business deal or sometime. Maybe in the coming days, you might be getting approached with a business opportunity of some sort, or just a sense of somebody that is like a slow burn relationship where it starts out as like an acquaintance. And because you're in this hermiting state for a while, I'm not saying that, in your spiritual team is not saying here where, oh, this new person, allow them into your life and invest all your time and energy into them. It's like, they're not saying this here. But currently where your situation is at, Pisces, is this initial frustration where it's really hard to approach you. All right, with that Queen of Swords, it's really hard to approach you, Pisces. And so while that's not necessarily a bad thing, because this Queen of Swords probably has protected your heart quite a bit, it's really helped you get to the point of where you're at currently. But when your spiritual team isn't trying to help you out here and bring new energy, new people into your life, you have to learn when to put down that sword as that Queen of Swords, darling. So before we continue on in this tarot reading, Pisces, let me introduce myself. My name is SimplyVelca, darling. How you doing? I've been reading tarot cards for over 12 years. What makes my tarot readings a little bit different from other tarot readers is that we also talk about the good things that you're manifesting, which is quite a bit. All right, quite a bit here. I'll talk about the good things that you're manifesting, but I also am going to try to give you a sense of clarity or direction about how to go from point A to point B, because what good is in hearing all this positive news if you don't know how to claim it? And so my tarot readings are really for the people that are ready to hold accountability for themselves and the environment around them. All right, so if I sound like the type of tarot reader for you, if you're looking for that type of clarity in your life, then let's just get into this, Pisces. Enough of the introductions and let's get into the juice, darling. So in your current situation here, Pisces, you have the Six of Cups coming in here. All right, which we'll just stop right here, right? Because this card in itself has so much depth for y'all's situation in specific, Pisces, because the Six of Cups, it has a lot of different meanings to it. But one of the meanings to it is a sense of receiving a gift or an offer of love, or just like a gift from the divine. Right, there is this sense of bringing forth something to you that, because the Six of Cups also has the symbology and definition, Pisces, of something from your past or having a long-standing history with here, you take that and you associate that with like your spirit, like something that feels spiritual to you, like a soulmate or anything like that. There's that sense of nostalgia, right? Have you ever met a person in your life, when you start talking to them, you feel like you've known them for 1,000 years already? That's the type of connection that I feel like is going to be coming into your life here, or like an opportunity for some of you that is really resonant to your path. But really in specific, because I really want to make this, your spiritual team really wanted to make it very abundantly clear that it comes in the shape of a person. And Pisces, my regulars already know, darling, I'm not really one that just makes things about like love or social readings in general. That's really not my focus here. But I do think it's so important, because in your challenge position, now this goes into why as well, just from from a tarot card aspect, not even from the channeled, you could just call me crazy, I have a duck earring and I'm just like, oh, I heard this message while the camera's off. The Three of Wands, Pisces, by definition represents like seeing signs from something. I always say the Three of Wands is like an energy where you're being left breadcrumbs of to go for where you need to be going here. And this is in your challenge position. So your spiritual team is like leaving signs for where you need to be going here, that will have this sense of value, this sense of relevance of the Six of Cups, but you're not paying attention to it. Like you're doubting it or whatever the case is. Or again, with that Hermit and Queen of Swords energy, Pisces, it's just so hard to reach you. Like even, it's nothing personal, right? Even when it comes to your friends and family, you have quite a few unread messages or unanswered messages. Some people you thought you responded to, but it was just in your head, right? You have probably like a tier list of people that you would want to get to know, you want to talk to and stuff, and you just don't have the time or energy. I completely get it, Pisces. But again, I feel like you guys need to get into connection with your spiritual team, darling, or your God, or whatever you believe in, because they're really trying to bring forth something that, as I was saying beforehand, a person in your life that plays some type of role, really, again, reinforcing that pentacle energy. So really could reinforce the financial avenue, or just bringing stability into your life, or helping you reach the earthly desires that you have, whether it's companionship or whether it's just like a well-rounded person in your life that you can be inspired by from their business and as a person, what have you, right? Someone that has substance here. And so ultimately, this is why it's so important for you to have this type of relationship in your life and to welcome it in, because these don't come in all too often. Now I get like this message as well where it's like, for some of you here, right, you see this Page of Pentacles energy here, and you see it as how this person has a lot of maturing to do, or you could again just be the sense of where you just don't have an interest in welcoming in that new pentacle energy. Really feel strong earth sign energy from this. So it would be maybe perhaps Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that's stronger in their chart, but obviously you're not going to know their charts, darling, especially if you don't talk to them, right? But anyways, I digress. Pisces, you might be initially turned off from welcoming in this energy because it's so new again, but it really is something that if you allow it to grow in your garden, it really would grow into be something very beautiful. Now, speaking of growing, your efforts that you've been putting in when it comes to your career or the projects that you have going on right now, an opportunity, a door is about to be opening up here, Pisces. And I'm going to be honest here, Pisces, because there's two different ways you can take this. There's one part of me, the bias in me, wants to separate the social aspect of the reading that we've made it up until this point, and then focus in on just like the personal endeavors, right? Because that's my own personal bias, is like where I'm like, all right, enough of talking about other people, let's talk about the self, right? The important part. That's my bias. But intuitively, I still feel like this is all connected. I don't think there's no such thing as the coincidence. Intuitively, Pisces, I feel like this opportunity, the new doors that are opening up, it's not really a coincidence, Pisces, that it's at the same timing as like your spiritual team, the ones that walk with you, are trying to bring forth a person into your life. So I do feel like they're a little bit connected here, especially since you have all this other page energy here, the Page of Pentacles and stuff. I don't think it's a coincidence. So either way, you can see it with the person, but I'm going to allow my bias to win and go into more details about the self here. But you can unpack this in a way of the social as well with this new person, Pisces. Anyways, there's something that you guys have been working on, and I get like this message as well with that Page of Pentacles and all this just page energy in general. It just hasn't really taken root in the way that you'd hope it to. Maybe it hasn't been as profitable or popular as you thought it would be here. Darling, I want you to keep investing into it, because even if we were to take these court cards and make them about the self here, this is the development of a person, right? The Page to the Knight to the King, right? This is the development of a person, the development of a pentacle, of an energy source, that pentacle source, right? And so really continue grinding out at something here, because it's like, it may not be the most profitable instantly or the most flashy, it may not be following the trends and all of this there, but the more that you feed it, the more that you sustain it, it builds into be such a solid foundation for you, Pisces. And then in your power position, you have the Strength card. All right, there is this message here, Pisces, of where, especially in your environment currently, the Devil, You're really good at seeing through people's intentions. All right. But it's almost as if like you've made it like a crutch to see people's intentions and immediately find anything in a person, be like, oh, this person's trying to use me, this person has bad intentions, whatever. I guess what I'm trying to say, Pisces, is that you might be a little bit overtly paranoid due to allowing that Queen of Swords imbalance to take so much of an influence. And we'll get into more detail about this more in your oracle cards in a little bit here, Pisces. But the only thing I'm going to be saying about this is that while it hasn't steered you wrong, rather, it's like a message that I get here where it's just, oh, Velka, you can chastise me as much as you want about being the Queen of Swords, but it's got me to where I am today and it's protected me from the obvious demons, the devils that are around currently. You know, I'm not going to argue with that, obviously, because you're not wrong, Pisces, but I don't know. I guess I would challenge you in the sense of where does it... All right, I get it, Pisces. You don't need to make me choke on my own spit, honey. I'll stop talking about it. I will just bring forth the thought concept, Pisces. I'm playing, obviously, of maybe you can refine it so it's not necessarily you can be the Queen of Swords, but do you need to have the sword out? Do you need to have the weapon out in front of you to feel safe? So think about it from that way, because the future outcome for you is the Ten of Cups. Ultimately, this is your spiritual team's intentions, just making sure that you have the right people to help get you to the ultimate fulfillment that you're looking for. Not only your career, your social life, your emotional, everything. You can have all the cups filled, but how your spiritual team fills up those cups is from their accord. Just because you're just like, oh no, I want to do these other cups first, I want to focus on my career and work and all that, your spiritual team don't care. They're gonna be like, you know what, you take what you can get right now. This is what we can provide to you in this current point in time in your journey. And if you don't want that, that's fine, but we're not gonna take it back to the kitchen and bring something else for you, because this is what it is. You want to eat, you want this, you can take it. If you don't, then what have you. That's like, to be the most blunt here with this, right? Because free will, you don't have to accept this new person coming in your life if you truly want to just be that hermit and Queen of Swords. Like, again, and I totally get it on some level. I think that's who I am right now as well. Even though I don't have any Pisces in my chart, I feel like this is who I am on my own personal level here. So I am chastising myself in some regard as well. But girl, we're not perfect. Let's get into your oracle cards, your oracle reading now, Pisces. So you have the full moon in Sagittarius, seeing the bigger picture. All right, so this is a card of challenging you, where it's like perhaps you're being a little bit too close-minded, or where you're being a little bit too laser focused or tunnel visioned on one specific thing that you're not able to pay attention and essentially stop and smell the roses to. Essentially here, Pisces, this is a card telling you to beware of your environment. Right, bringing further awareness in that full moon in Sagittarius. The first animal oracle card for you is the mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, Pisces. So do whatever it is that you need to do to correct it, right? It could just be exactly what I've been saying this entire time, honey, or it could be something else personal to you. Whatever the case is, you already know what it is that you need to address, but some of you guys just need to be honest about it. And once you're honest about it, make the time for it, right? You can say it's just like, oh yeah, like I'm noticing I'm losing, like getting out of breaths easier. You can acknowledge it and be like, oh, I need to lose weight, but then let's actually do it. Let's do something about it, right? And then your animal oracle card, your other one, which includes numerology, is the hummingbird spirit, number 34 equaling to 7. So maybe that's your life path number, or this is just the message. There's something in the message of the number 7 this week that's relevant for you, Pisces. But this card just says the hummingbird spirit is just being here now. All right, be present right now and pay attention to, there is like this sense here where I feel like you're thinking far too out in the future. It's not a bad thing, right? Because I don't want to dissuade you from thinking about being so future focused, but you're also living in the now. In the now, there's a lot going on than just what's in front of you and what your focus is. Does any of this make sense, Pisces? I hope it does. This is very much so a type of message I've not given before, at least publicly. So it's definitely new for me. So this was enjoyable to do though. I hope this tarot reading gave you some guidance, darling. If it did, just give this video some love with a like and all what have you. If you're looking for further clarity in your life, you can book a one-on-one private tarot reading with me on my website, link down below, SimplyVelca.com. And until next time, Pisces, I love you so much, darling. Bye.